Hi guys, this is going to be the substitute or the while Mr. Harrington's gone to the Social Studies Conference Day 2 lesson plan. This one's going to be designed hopefully to be a little shorter because I do want a little bit of that time at the end of class to be reserved for working on your documentary that is due on Monday. Monday, 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 Monday by midnight. Okay? Alright. So, what we're doing today is we're taking a look at race relations. Right? One of the things you probably noticed about the progressive, or at least hopefully you noticed about our presidents during their administrations, is the race relations was not really a big ticket item. Right? They're not really dealing with it. Right? Ida Wells Barnett, we talked about the muckrakers the other day. She is fighting for a federal lynch law. Right? That's not really being pushed through Congress all that well. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to take a look at this big debate within the African American community of, well, if the government's not going to do anything, how are we going to improve our lot within the society? How is that going to work? We've got two major thinkers, Booker T. Washington and W.B. Du Bois. You're going to be taking a look at two of the documents that I actually am trying to decide right now. I haven't completely nailed down whether I want to add another smaller segment to the W.B. Du Bois side. But this is really a heated battle between these two. They have their hearts in this, trying to figure out how they help their families and their community out, how they can make their lives better. And it centers around the education and what type of education is appropriate and is going to pay off. So what you're going to do is you're going to read those two documents and you're going to break them down up here on this touchscreen. You're going to break them down up here on this chart, and then you're going to be answering some questions on it. So you're going to take a look at the context in which each of these guys is speaking or writing, who their audience is. And you're going to fill that out here. Now, I don't want you to tell me that their audience is people. Well, of course. But I want you to break down, does it seem like they're talking to African Americans? Does it seem like they're talking to the American community in general? Are they talking to Southerners? Are they talking to Northerners? Try to figure out. There are evidences there. Get that critical eye out. Right? Start using that. Break it down and see if you can figure that out. Use one sentence. What is the best way for African Americans to improve their social standing in America? We're talking about the turn of the century, the 1900s, 19 teens. The Atlanta Compromise speech is a little earlier in 1895. But how is that going to work? They both have two strong arguments. And then you need to summarize those there. And then rebuttal. So how would Booker T. Washington refute Du Bois' argument? And then over here, I need you to write how W.B. Du Bois would refute Washington's argument. How they are arguing against the other. That's what the rebuttal means. After you've done that, what I need you to do is to choose two of these questions, A, B, C, or D. And I need you to write responses to those. Those should be very full of responses, 6 or 7 sentences. To get full credit for that, you need to have a good idea of Booker T. Washington, W. Du Bois, and what's going on here. So which of the again, I can't speak tonight, I'm sorry. Which of the authors is the strongest advocate for African Americans and why? That's an opinion question, right? But you got to back it up with evidence again. From what you already know about the time period, right? Jim Crow, all that stuff going on, Plessy versus Ferguson's already taken effect. Taking a look at the information from that time period, which of these arguments would you think the majority of African Americans supported at that time and why? So also, in your opinion, which of the authors do you believe has the best argument and why? So it might not be in that context of the 19 themes, but just generally, who has the best argument and why? And then finally, D, which argument's advice do you think is the most universal? So strip out all the ideas about African Americans and um, improving that segment of society. Right? Strip out all the racial connotations to it, which is just better universal advice. It can be applied to anyone at any time. Right? So take a look at those arguments, break them down like that. Answer those two questions, 6 to 7 sentence paragraphs each. Right? Turn those in. Hopefully this hasn't taken more than an hour of your time. If you are running long, I want you to stop with 15 minutes left in class. Get together with your groups and make sure that y'all are ready to turn that in or turn the documentary in by Monday at midnight. Okay? I'll see you on Monday.